this time I'd like to invite Dr. Mrs. Josephine Igodo to step forward.
Members of the Okara Brotherhood, the NDU law students who were specially invited to this program, who was indeed not just a farmer, but it's 15 years today since its passing. Your Excellency, the program has been put together by a wonderful group of patriots. Today is the first day of the program, and of course, it will climax with the wreath laying at Okilo's country home in Makalaka.
His Excellency, the Governor, Senator Doye Diri, observed the protocol as outlined by AP Avi. He did a good job of it. Your Excellency, members of the organizing committee. So, on behalf of the organizing committee of the 15th Chief Senator Melford Okilo, CFR, memorial activity, I want to welcome all those who have made out time to come celebrate with us.
These days, we talk about structures. Okilo hadn't any structure, anything called structure. His greatest weapon then was humility. As chairman of Okara Brotherhood, it is my duty at least to tell the people what Okilo was to us. Okilo sold his bicycle 2 days to the close of nomination on the platform of NDC, Niger Delta Congress, who went into alliance, Northern People's Congress. It was Okilo who won that election out of the 11 candidates presented on that platform. Okilo is the man we are talking about today. Okilo has led legacies for us to emulate. What are the legacies? Legacies of humility, simplicity, hard work, dedication to duties, respect for elders, and what have you. So on that note, we are here today to celebrate Okilo. In fact, Okilo is Okiloism. It's a phenomenon. It is therefore left for us, those of us who are still alive today, to pick one or two aspects of this great icon of the Zone Nation.
Ogbealoa, Ari Puma Sokilo Kinari Wapuma, Ezibanyare, so Wapumo Kilo, Ibalapekwa Yokilo. For the entire Otokoti community, for the good work Chief Melford Obiene Okilo, CFR, has done for the people of Otokoti community. I am the last man standing for him as his personal assistant that is very, very close and dear to him. For 4 hours to give me tutorials, and then he engaged some few of us, carry out a campaign for the youths of Ogwea Kingdom. I'm delighted to be personally here in this 15th memorial celebration of our dear leader, a nationalist, a father, and has rightly cloned a sage of our times. Time flies. It's surprising to note that this is the 15th year of the passage of our leader. But I'd like to indulge you to do one thing before I continue with my remarks. I'd like us all to rise as we observe a minute silence in honor of our late father and one of his mentees, Senator Rufus Spieth. May the soul of our leader and his mentee, Rufus Spieth, continue to rest in peace. For me, I am what I am today because of Chief Melford Okilo. I am also one of those who took him as a role model. From my teenage, I knew him more as governor, but read about him on his parliamentary activities and what he has been doing even before he became governor. And I will never forget when he was campaigning and they say, he spoke in broken English. You know, Okilo has this gift of speaking in broken English to convince everybody. And he said, they say Okilo they chop money, Okilo they chop money. I been a sand Okilo go chop. And the crowd responded, no. And I was looking at this man and I said, no, I must learn from this man. And throughout his era as governor of Old River State, fortunately, I had an uncle who was also an NPN. And in fact, my family was divided sharply into two. One in support of Okilo and the other for UPN. And it brought a whole lot of issues in my family. In fact, people were not in talking terms. And until contested as governor, those issues were still resurrecting within my family. They were supporting Okilo. So now, he too want to run as governor. Let us support the other side. So that's what Okilo meant to me. So I was surprised that when following the footsteps of Okilo, I got into Ijaw activism, became part and parcel of the Ijaw National Congress, became the first elected National Organizing Secretary of the Ijaw National Congress, and moved around the length and breadth of Ijaw land. And firsthand, I saw most of the things that our late father was regretting and always speaking about. And so in our wisdom in that Congress, led by Chief Joshua Bernard Fumudo, whom we call as president today, we agreed that following the philosophy of Okilo and other leaders, we need to have an Ijaw run an all-Ijaw political party. And the person to be in the forefront will be our leader, Chief Melford Okilo. And so when you say politics as a career, it's not necessarily because somebody wants to pick it as a career, but I can tell you this, the moment you go into politics, it's difficult for you to come out of it. And you can see our late mentor, there is no office that he did not occupy. Starting as a councillor, to a member of parliament, to being a commissioner, to being a governor, to being a senator. That was Chief Melford Okilo. But the underlying difference here is that he never accumulated wealth in banks. He never had properties in America and Europe. Even here in Nigeria, as exemplified by Ambassador Gali and Billy Etekbe, his own property in GRA was decaying to the point that the governor of Rivers State at that time, Amechi, has to intervene. And I think that that is a lesson to most of us who are politicians today. It's a lesson that I am not preaching poverty. No, 1,000 times no. As you know, I'm a prosperity governor.
Well, he was my commissioner, and I sponsored his return to Nigeria from abroad deliberately. And if you recall, most of my commissioners, in fact, all of them were older than me. Even Sadawiwa was 1 year older than myself. And Okilo was known in our cabinet as a philosopher. Of course, Chief Dababre was also there, virtually as the vice chairman of council. So they were all, like a family. And of course, they're big politicians. We were grooming them to take over when we hand over as military government. So with the deliberate step to bring them in as chairman of corporations. King Anthony, I brought him as chairman of Tourist Corporation like that before I promoted him to become commissioner. So these were deliberate steps. And even after Okilo left government, he became the chairman of the Rivers Gulf Fishery. Like that. And also, he now, what we haven't mentioned among others, that he was a secretary of state under, not just during the Tafara time, when the military, during Abacha's time, appointed not ministers, but secretaries. So he was one. And humility was beyond imagination.
By the governor of Bayelsa State,
he was one person who always had original ideas. Original ideas. And he actually also was going to feature in subsequent election as vice president candidate with MD Yusuf, who used to be our special branch head and later the Inspector General. So he has been following up and he was very unique. I mean, all the announcements on the radio, Love River State or Ijaw alone. So you can see that he's somebody who I'm surprised had not been celebrated up till now. Some of us are lucky. We get celebrated even while we're alive. Can you imagine that my name put as named after international airport? Most of these are given to people when they're dead and gone. But here we are, we're still alive, and we're still ready to contribute to the quota to the national development. And we are being recognized and given such honor, to God be the glory.
Somebody that is qualified to be the governor of the state of the Second Republic, for the Second Republic. So Okilo was selected. So 1979, Okilo contested for Ijaw for the governor of the state, and he won. And Okilo did a lot of things. Education, infrastructure, a lot of things to develop the people. Canalization, reclamation, he touched every hamlet. There is no hamlet in River State that Okilo has not got project. Every hamlet gets project. Is it the light project? He provided generators to every hamlet in River State. got across all the local government areas. Every hamlet has light, generator, and generator house. So he did a lot of things. He established the UST, University of Science and Technology. Yes, in Port Harcourt. So there's no place that you will not see. Was my uncle, my mother, and late Chief Melford Okilo were first cousins, and Okilo trained me in the secondary school. So I'm not here because he was a governor of Old River State. I'm here as part of the people organizing the occasion. I passed through his school and I'm still practicing what I learned from him. At the end of my stay in the Senate, I did not remain in Abuja. I did not remain in Port Harcourt, not even in Yenagoa. I stayed in my own village, namely. That's one of the greatest things I've learned from him. That your village, where you are born, is very important. These days, people relocate to other areas. I see those areas were not developed by people. So if we all can regard our villages as a good place for abode, we can develop. We are talking about Okilo opening primary schools in the villages. Okilo also gave every hamlet a generating set for electricity, because he knew the importance of electricity, the developmental agenda. So he's a man, I believe the present crop of leadership have not really emulated him the way I wanted it. But those who are alive will continue to celebrate him. Yeah, he was a good man, and we still regard him as a good man. I used to talk about leaders. Now I saw the Deltan passing here. The Deltan, we agree, was a very good man when he was the governor of Old River State. He did a lot for the state. But this man has not been celebrated. He has not been celebrated by present River State. He has not been celebrated by present Bayelsa State. But remember, if he dies today, God forbid, you will see the ceremonies that they will do. I don't believe on those things. I don't believe on those things. Celebrate him when he's alive. When his spirit is taken away, the mud will not know what is happening. So I am pleading with all our leaders, please celebrate those who you think have done enough, not necessarily enough, has done something tangible for the present generation. And that is the only way you can build new crop of leaders. Because if they believe that if I do something good, I will be celebrated, then they will continue to do good. But if you wait for them to die, no, they will take care of themselves. That is correct thing, so that they also know that they are appreciated. But in most cases, human beings have been tuned in a way that there is more concern. No, naturally, but ordinarily we have a lot of people that contributed to us. King Smith did so much. But if you are talking of King Smith, to be the first state governor at that time and build all of us up is not an easy thing. But we've been celebrating him, but maybe not to this extent. We're celebrating him, but we need to celebrate ourselves. And it is there we talk of what they have done, and they can also talk to us so that we learn firsthand what they've done. They can also tell us if they made some mistakes. There may be some errors, so I will learn from them. I think that's the best thing to do. But where we don't do that, this one, but this one is immortalizing. When you're having yearly this, you're immortalizing the person, which is actually an aspect of life. No, sacrifice. He sacrificed a lot. He fought, not physical fight, but he fought for us. He fought intellectually, and he made the connection. An example that others follow. So what I want to advise them that, you see, you have to work for it. Nobody's coming to give it to you in your house. You have to work for it in the Nigerian situation. And we have a lot of opportunities. Training opportunities are there, quite like the other time. So we have a lot of opportunities. Use the opportunities given to you.
Because we had ample time with both Okilo and Onaru, that Okilo had to leave because with his boss, mind you, the duty of a parliamentary secretary is to be the bridge between the prime minister and members of his government who are in parliament. So before parliamentary debates, the prime minister will know all his ministers who will be speaking. And that was Okilo's duty. So he coordinated the business of the government on parliamentary floor every day. So he had unfettered access to the prime minister. And with that kind of leverage, if that coup did not happen in 1966, perhaps a Niger Delta region would have been created as was promised to the young revolutionaries.
Of our leader to a clan. As has been rightly stated there, Okilo belongs to all the clans in Ijaw. Okilo was one who exuded love for his people. Today we carry arms to win elections. Okilo never had talks. Okilo never had arms. Okilo depended on his power of philosophy. And like Ambassador Gali said again, he was a philosopher king. Therefore, Okilo should be celebrated as a nationalist. I will call on my colleague and brother, Governor of Rivers State, to join me to celebrate the life and times of our late sage, our late leader, Chief Melford Okilo, for all his contributions, and the founder, a key founder of the creation of Old Rivers State, and subsequently the creation of Bayelsa State. We are what we are today because the likes of Okilo struggled, and abandoned their own comfort, left their comfort zone for the rest of us. That is why we can call ourselves governors, members of parliament, assembly members, and whatever we call ourselves today. It was because of people like late our father Sage Okilo. And so subsequently, I hereby direct that the Okilo Memorial will be taken over by the government of Bayelsa State.
I want to sincerely appreciate the organizers of this program for what you have done. Indeed, that is how it's supposed to be. Okilo and Adakaboro. Okilo was the brainwork of the Niger Delta. Adakaboro was in the militant section. When he was in Isuka as a young lawyer-to-be, when he's on vacation, he goes to Lagos to stay with Okilo. And when Okilo moved the motion in House of Parliament, and the motion did not go through, he wept. But he did so much that every village, even camps, especially the Ebuke camp in Ogbeatu, had generator. Even camps, fishing camps, had
mention? Go to Buguma, go to Okrika, go to Borokiri in Port Harcourt, go to Nembe. Where will I mention and where will I not mention? Ladies and gentlemen, my beloved fathers, it is good to study this man's legacy. I call him the governor of governors, the unending book that does not have a beginning, neither an ending. So I crave the indulgence of the NTU to create a faculty that will study Okiloism in order to immortalize him. Because Okilo is always out to immortalize people. Go to Borough Park in Port Harcourt. He used Borough to call Borough Park. He sent Phil and bring up a new community at Kayama and call Borough Town. Why are we not immortalizing Okilo? Okilo related with Borough's family. Feed them. He did not allow them to lack. What about us? What are we doing with the Okilo family who have labored and suffered and sacrificed for the entire Niger Delta people? Ladies and gentlemen, I think I said it's an unending book, and I wouldn't have been able to adjust all that I know about him. As the last man standing, the peer to the distinguished senator. We talk about the Senate. He is the only active senator we have. Himself and Martin Cielo. Okilo had 5 good motions in the Senate. In fact, the national identity card you are enjoying today is the brainwork of Senator Melford Obiene Okilo. He was concerned with the overall data of Nigeria. What will I speak and what will I not speak? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for giving me this honor.